I grew up in a household where I was a straight A student. I was in so many sports. I came home at like 9 or 10 p.m. every night because I was just so busy all the time. On top of all my extracurriculars and my academics, I was in church all the time. I was on the worship team playing the trumpet at like 5th grade. I was so busy. And for 18 years, no one ever told me how proud they were of me. It was always, what can you do better, Emily? How can you improve? How can you be better? And then I got older and I had some of my first real relationships as an adult. And I clung on to those like none other because, man, like that's insane. Someone actually knows me and wants to know me and likes me for me. And, you know, of course, like relationships come and go, friendships come and go, people come and go. And I didn't have that consistently. Like I wanted and I yearned for that consistent someone knowing me for me, that like belonging to someone. You can't control how the world works. You can't control if you get a job, if you get promoted, if you get rejected, if you go through heartbreak. You can't control any of those things. I was like, where do I go? Where do I belong? Where am I supposed to be? Like I'm working out and I'm going to church, but it didn't feel like there was any direction. I knew that church was the right thing to do. I knew that I wanted a relationship with God. But when you surround yourself with people who don't have that, it's hard to pursue that. And I was like, God, like, I'm so tired of trying to formulate how my life is gonna go because I'm clearly terrible at it. So, God, I want what you have for me. And that was the biggest thing. That was the biggest thing for me. I came into the church and I told God, I said, you know, wherever you need me. And I got stretched. I moved over to eKids and I can't even explain, like, when you trust God and when you take that leap, when you allow God to stretch you, like, oh my God, I've never had the people who are pouring into me in eKids. I've never had that in my entire life. I've never had such strong mentors. Like I have the most strong, compassionate, loving mentor in our eKids director, Mandy Mava. Like, man, my life has changed because of my relationship with her. My life has changed because of the way that I can pour into these kids, a skill that I didn't even maybe realize I had. And I would have never done that. I would have never made that step. I would never be where I'm at right now if I didn't allow God to work through me. If I didn't allow God to say, like, God, what do you have for me? You choose. Where do you want me? And to learn about a Jesus who can lift that burden off and break that chain and say, you don't have to have control. You were never created to have control. I have control. I say what happens. It is such a passion of mine to like see other people's strengths in them and then try to like bring it out of them. And so coaching is like a ginormous passion of mine. And I'm actually now a coach at my CrossFit gym. And there's so much joy in like showing up and showing people how strong you are, how athletic you are. Like you can do so much, you can accomplish so much, and I'm here to like pull it out of you. And so I think like coming here to E2 Church and like going through Leadership College, going through Orange Essentials, learning like everything I could about the church so that I can like pour into other people and show them, look at all these things that you can do. Look at how much impact you can have. Look at how much of an amazing person you are. Like, that's just such a big passion of mine. You don't have to be in control. You don't have to feel lonely. You can be poured into. You can feel that unconditional love. You are loved. You are seen. You are enough. You belong. It's about the relationship with your Father. It's about like knowing who He is so that He can show you who you are.